Academy, Team New Speranza.
Welcome to the city of New Speranza. It's the year 2037 and Speranza is the Italian word for hope. And our city does just that, provided all its citizens with a renewed hope of a life filled with comfort and good health. The city is home to over 300,000 people, 30% of which are senior citizens ages 65 and up. It is located in Hudson County, New Jersey, in the city previously known as Jersey City. New Speranza was built by engineers who saw a need for improvement in the infrastructure of Jersey City, as well as a need for a better and safer life for all citizens. These engineers came together with others in the field of government and technology to make this happen.
To tackle this year's topic of creating an age-friendly city, we spoke to senior citizens to see what changes they'd like to see. Some of the major concerns were transportation and health, and so we decided to base our innovations in those fields. With age, mobility becomes limited, making it hard to complete simple daily activities and decreases overall quality of life. To tackle this issue, New Speranza's government officials and engineers got together and discussed ways to improve systems already in place, as well as come up with new systems and modes of transportation that fit the needs of all our citizens. Our senior citizens use wheelchair-accessible autonomous cars to help them get where they want faster and safer. This technology uses GPS and GIS systems to determine location and check for ride availability, biometric verification, and sensors to ensure safety, and augmented reality to make the experience more pleasant for the rider. Parking spots for these cars are located on every block around the city.
Speranza's foundation is laid with water-absorbing roads, paved with special tarmac that is made of porous material and has thermal elements that can melt snow. The water is then absorbed and recycled back into the city's water system. The city has a separate sewage system as opposed to the combined sewage system that was put in place when New Speranza was Jersey City. This ensures safer and cleaner water for all of our citizens. We use clean, renewable, and sustainable energy, such as solar and wind, to power our city. Solar panels are located all over our city, on the roofs of buildings and houses, and on top of power and phone lines. Our windmills have built-in anemometers and are stationed on turning platforms that can change the direction they're facing to get the most wind power possible. They are located in open fields throughout the city, on the edge of the city close to the river, and floating windmills are placed in the river to maximize the amount of open space needed for them to work best.
Good health and well-being is very important to our citizens. Therefore, the city strives to grow organic, nutritious foods for its citizens. Finding open spaces to farm in a populated city is a limiting factor. However, to tackle this, our city features multiple indoor greenhouses, as well as a rooftop farming on many public buildings. Row LED lights are used to grow plants indoors. They require less electricity and offer a sustainable and faster way to optimize plant growth.
Our second innovation related to the health and safety of our senior citizens is a medical bracelet that monitors patients' blood pressure, heart rate, and other important medical information such as allergies, special conditions, and medication use. It notifies emergency medical services of any life-threatening situation. GPS systems in the bracelet can help locate the patient faster. These bracelets are regularly checked and can be reprogrammed for updated information during doctor visits. These medical bracelets are covered by a patient's health insurance. This innovation helps senior citizens lead an independent lifestyle without the concern of having to deal with medical emergencies alone.
New Speranza has a mixed zone with some areas mixed with commercial and residential to limit the amount of time that the people have to go from place to place. Industrial zones are pushed to one side of our city so people don't have to get in the way of them. Senior citizens have designated gated communities to ensure safety. These communities are fully equipped with wheelchair-accessible roads and facilities to provide recreational activities such as golfing and bird feeding. Communities also include fitness centers equipped with wheelchair-accessible machinery.
Our city has innovative ways to deal with recycling and garbage disposal, which includes chutes that break down the trash and suck them down pipes to systems that later direct them to designated sites. This eliminates the need for garbage trucks and allows for better recycling.
New Speranza also uses artificial intelligence in many of its systems, such as traffic and safety control. Traffic lights backed by artificial intelligence can allow for cars to pass based on the amount of traffic per road. Autonomous drones can also be used as a safety mechanism for traffic safety, disaster response, and getting immediate emergency service if needed.
Our city encourages ethical approaches to all problems. Therefore, it has many committees that follow strict guidelines, prioritizing the well-being and quality of all citizens over anything else. Incentives can be provided for those who comply with these regulations, such as current LED certificates of sustainability.
The city also houses an innovation center, which is actually where we came up with our innovations for the wheelchair-accessible self-driving cars and medical bracelet, where individuals from various fields can come together to continuously research and implement new innovations and ideas. Senior citizens are encouraged to hold jobs in our innovation center so that they can continue to be active and independent even after retirement.
Moving forward, we strive to continue to make more innovative technological advances to make the lives of our citizens better. In one of our innovation centers, we are currently looking into creating a UTO, a solar-powered robot that can assist senior citizens with everyday tasks.
We strongly believe that awareness is key to solving many problems, and so our city holds several campaigns dedicated to teaching citizens the best ways to use the city's resources in order for it to function and flourish. Thank you.
Excellent presentation, guys. How did your team's vision of the city evolve and change as you worked on those deliverables?
So, there were a few different factors that we decided to change. Some different resolutions that we had for certain problems, we decided by making those, it wouldn't exactly be eco-friendly and economical, and also it would be too technologically advanced for the time, which would be 2037.
Very nice. What aspect of your city do you feel is the most futuristic?
I believe that the self-driving solar panel car that is also wheelchair accessible is probably the most futuristic aspect of our city, and it solves a lot of problems and helps seniors transport from place to place easier.
We also have the roads that absorb the water. So in case of like floods or like snowstorms, because it also melts the snow, it'll like prevent like car accidents or any damage to happen.
So you mentioned this is not on.
We're red.
We're red. Battery's out. I'll shout. All right. Everybody good in the back? All right. You mentioned transportation as one of the major concerns of the seniors that you interviewed. What was one specific concern that those seniors mentioned, and how did you revise your model to account for it?
In Jersey City, there's a lot of hills that, like houses on hills and like things that are on hills that like people need to get to. So seniors, like they have to climb up these hills to get to where they want to, and that's just not good for them. Like it's hard for them to move as is, so like climbing up a hill is going to be harder for them. So we want to keep our city like flat, or like when we have the wheelchair accessible cars that all seniors can access and like get into, and like so they can get where they want to without any trouble.
It's also self-driving, so it makes it a lot easier for it to navigate. The artificial intelligence can solve problems for them that they might have to think longer and might cause certain accidents.
One more question. What role did engineering play in making the city age-friendly?
So Without engineering, we wouldn't have been able to come up with all these new technologies or advanced technologies that we already have in order to improve the lives of all these citizens. But one important thing that puts it all together, other than engineering, is social awareness. So without social awareness, we wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Thank you.
Awesome. Great job.